What's up, G Show Land, and welcome to another episode of the G Show Podcast. I am G1, and this is the Geek Out. Woo boy, we got some things to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. Starting with DareDevil Born Again trailer. It's gonna be crazy because that shit was nuts. We're gonna get into that. Is there a new Gremlins movie on the horizon? I sure hope so. Nintendo, those sly little bastards, got the drop on everybody by dropping the Switch too. Or did they? Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice Clones, coming soon or not. And last but not least, is Star Wars over? Is it the end? Is it the end of Star Wars? We're going to get into that and more, but before we do, let me introduce you to the co-host, the cohorts. You know them, I know them. My people, started with JR. What's going on, mofo?
Oh, doing good. Just streamed last night for 3.5 hours. You were there. You popped in for a bit. That was fun. Glad you joined.
I showed
up. Fun.
It was good times. Also joining, as always, we've got my brother Shin Rob from Jersey. Rob, what's going
on? Everything. Rest in peace, David Lynch. That's all I gotta say.
Forgot about that. And Bob Uecker. Rest in peace, Bob Uecker. Holy Smith.
Rest in peace, Bob Uecker.
And rounding out today's panel of cohorts, we got my Sid from another crib, Gang Z1. What's going on?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. How are we all doing today? I am doing all right.
All right, we're rocking and rolling. Before we get started, crack the brew. Get it together. I want to shout out my pops. Happy birthday, pops. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday. Without him, there'd be no me, which means there'd be no we, and I would not be able to have a good time on this podcast every Friday. So happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Papa G1.
Happy birthday, Puerto Rican Seinfeld. I love you. I love that guy so much. I'm telling you, he's a riot.
It's crazy. Real quick story. My father would take me to all the movies. He did not give a fuck. You want to go to movies? Yeah, Dad, I do. Let's go. I went to see my cousin Vinny with him. I went to see Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4 with him. I went to see a Jason movie. We seen Event Horizon, Terminator 2, Die Hard. It was crazy. But ask my mom to take me to see one fucking movie, Mom. Just what? Mom, just one movie, Mom. Could I please go see Godzilla 1985 in movie theaters, Mom? No. That's why he gets a shout out and you didn't, Mom. I love you, Mom. I love you. All right. Before we get into it, I got one more thing to say. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm going to rant right now. And, I follow certain things on Instagram, certain stores. And when I see something, they usually post stuff up. I'm like, oh, shit. All right, cool. I'm going to hit the store so I can buy this figure. And boy, oh, boy, this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm scrolling through the damn internets, I see the figures. They got a figure I want. They got another figure I didn't even know I needed, but I saw that I needed it. And I'm like, man, I still got some money left over in his play account. Let's go get them. Go to work. Take off of work, shoot over to the damn store. They don't have them. My guy that's normally there is super busy, and I don't like to bother people when they're super busy. I find that personally annoying, so I left them alone. But they had all the other ones on the rack. They never do that. They never have them on the rack. They never have them on the shelf. Usually when they post something like this, you go, yo, you got what I need? And then they go to the back and they get it. But they didn't do that this time. This guy come up to me and goes, hey, man, you find everything all right? I go, no, man, listen, hey, this rack right here was in the photo, right? But there's a couple missing, and those couple that are missing is the ones that I want. You got them? He goes, whatever you see here is all we got left. You sure you don't got them, my brother? You sure they maybe ain't in the back somewhere? Oh, no, I think it's all right here. Oh, bro. I wanted to smash this kid over the fucking head with a batarang. I was so mad. Bro, just go check in the fucking back. There's 10 people in the fucking store. It's not just you. I'm very upset because I think they have them. And I want
and they're just keeping them from you.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, come on, man. It's some bullshit. And like I said, man, my guy was there. My guy always goes and checks, but he was stupid busy. There were people there working on a sprinkler system, so I'm not pulling him for that. There's other people that work, the other employees. Bro, get it to fucking together, bro. All I wanted was a fucking figure or two. By the way, the figures was the Platinum Edition Batman from Batman Spawn. It's so dope. The face mold is so much better than the original one. And then the second figure was Superman 3, Christopher Reeve, but evil Superman, drunk Superman. Hopefully by the end of this podcast, I'm just like him. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. But anyhow, yeah, I wound up coming home with two things anyway. It wasn't what I wanted, but they are dope nonetheless. All right, enough is enough. Let's start the fucking live stream. Oh, Daredevil Born Again. Ladies and gentlemen, have y'all seen that Daredevil fucking Born Again trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen screenshots of it. I have not sat down and watched it myself, but from the screenshots I have seen, I mean, the guy from the Netflix show is back. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was confirmed a long time ago. I got one question for all of y'all, honestly, who've seen this trailer, and even you, Gams. How the fuck does a blind man see colors? I mean,
very, very carefully.
How does this work?
Oh, God. You're killing me, man.
Very carefully.
All right, look, all joking aside, this thing, a testament to Disney, and I got to give them the props when the props is definitely due. This trailer had all the roots of the first 3 seasons of Daredevil on Netflix. And the fact that it's like Born Again, at first you think, oh, they just calling that because it's a Disney thing. It's on Disney now. Nah, man, you feel it in the trailer. You feel it. Like they let you know this is Daredevil being born again. And oh my God, I am so happy they got Vincent D'Onofrio back as the Kingpin. Mayor Wilson Fisk at that. I couldn't believe they were doing the mayor thing. That shit is awesome. I was totally fucking blown up about this shit. It was funny too. Rob, my bad. My phone, I forgot to put it on ring when I got to work. So it was on silent for about an hour. And I just go to YouTube, click it, and it's the first thing that pops up. And I go, get the fuck out of here. Why didn't nobody hit me with this? Like, and I watch it and I'm like, holy shit. I go to my phone, start texting everybody, and everybody already texted me like an hour prior. So I was like, my bad. All right. Late to the party, but at the party, nonetheless, I loved it. Rob, what did you think of this trailer?
Well, fuck. That's how I felt about it. I really liked the Netflix Daredevil series. It had a tone, it had a vibe all of its own. And the one thing I was worried about, which is what everybody's worried about, bringing over, an old IP to fucking Disney. It's like, are they going to wimp out? Are they going to, just not do it justice? But this trailer made it a fucking point to show everything that they're not holding back. That makes me happy. It was great seeing the crew again. Because, I mean, if you know anything about this, you know that this had to be rebooted midway through production. And it gives me hope. I'm trying to remain cautiously optimistic because I don't want to get too in my hypes, but I love Charlie Cox as the Daredevil. I love fucking Vincent D'Onofrio as Fisk. And I genuinely am very excited, but I'm trying to hold it. Trying to hold it in like a bad fart at a business meeting.
Listen, it comes out March 4th. I mean, that's a beautiful thing too. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So
the best part.
I'm excited for that. JR, what did you think of this?
I thought it looked good. Not a big fan of Daredevil myself, but it looks better than the Ben Affleck movie.
Oh, that's so not nice.
Yeah, that movie sucks. No, it looks really good. Yeah, the first time I actually seen this Daredevil was in No Way Home. I do know the backstory with him from the TV series that was on Netflix. And it looks good, and it's surprisingly gory.
Yeah.
Like, they learned possibly from Deadpool and Wolverine that they can do gore and be brutal with some of their heroes. And I think Daredevil is one of the perfect ones to go moving forward. Not only that, the Punisher's in this trailer.
Yeah. Buddy.
Frank Castle.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
He's got a beard. It looks good. It looks fun. It's got my interest. And yeah, this whole, I mean, they tried it before. What was it? The Marvel Dark Knights. It was back when that second Punisher movie came out. They were trying something with that, and that just fell apart. This just has that vibe, but done right. Where it's like, listen, either it's exclusive to Disney Plus, a TV series, which Marvel Television, TV series, we're going to do a more mature Marvel IP and have it a part of the cinematic universe. And I dig it. They learned from Deadpool and Wolverine. Daredevil is a good jumping off point for like having a Batman-esque superhero that actually apparently murders people. I dig it. You know what? I might watch it.
Daredevil doesn't murder people. He breaks bones, though.
Yeah, I saw a couple of legs bending the wrong way in that trailer, and my God, I was all about it.
Yeah, the arm, the breaking of the arm where you can see the blood coming out of it. I was like, oh my God. You were right. You hit something on the head right there. Disney knows that they can do the violence and the gore now. Deadpool, Wolverine, definitely. But yeah, I mean, just don't shy away from what the Netflix shows were. Street level shows. You didn't have to have superpowers, even though, you know, Iron Man, you hear me? Luke Cage was pretty much indestructible, right? Like, somewhat. He super strong. And I love Luke Cage. But keep it there, man. Keep it there. You can do that R-rated shit, Disney. You can. And you can get away with it. Just make sure it's on a mature, you know, setting or whatever. But Games, I mean, what did you think of the shots that you've seen?
I really like it. It's a lot of classic callbacks to classic Daredevil scenery, like the yellows, like what we're seeing right here with this image with the yellow mask and the black mask. That's all neat little callbacks. And Daredevil's always been like a smaller time hero, like nothing Avengers level multiversal bullshit that Marvel's been doing. So I'm actually excited to, like, you know, take some of my own time and actually sit down and watch the trailer, because Daredevil's always been like one of my favorite like underdog heroes, like right up there with Moon Knight. And I heard Moon Knight was a real good show.
Oh, I had to shut it off. I shut that first episode off. I was just like, I'm not in. This ain't it.
Really?
Yeah, but I got to give that another shot. I honestly, that's just on me. It's just on me.
But I was never mad at the casting with the Netflix show. And if indeed all of it is canon, then I already can see where things could go, especially with adapting what was it, Mayor Fisk? Like I'm pretty sure that was a pretty big arc in the comics as well.
Oh yeah, it was. It was.
I have a quick question about that.
Yeah.
It's all in New York, correct?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Where's
Spider-Man there.
Where's Spider-Man? Like, what's going on?
Listen, Spider-Man's still trying to deal with the fact that nobody knows who he is anymore.
That is true. Yeah.
He's having a mental snap.
But that does make sense, not for nothing. Where is Spider-Man?
Very true, because Kingpin is just as much of a Spider-Man villain as he is a Daredevil villain.
Unless this show takes place in those 5 years during the snap.
Maybe.
Oh, that would be
Maybe.
dope. That would be dope.
Because then you can't have Spider-Man wouldn't be around, and then Fisk could be mayor and all that fun shit. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, true.
No, but I'm really looking forward to this. This one definitely has my up. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. My man, Spider-Man.
I
Hello,
love this.
Spider-Man.
Spooder Hazel.
Spider-Man, you are the best. I swear to God, I love you, bro. I do. Spider-Man, where the hell are you?
In this trailer, bro. Where are you in this movie?
Yeah, you got to get it together.
Be a man. A Spider-Man.
Be a man. A Spider-Man.
Yeah. And make sure you stay Spider. Oh, wait. Do.
Just at the moment. Oh, that's good.
Oh, you gotta love him. I swear to God, I love Spider-Man. It's the best. And seriously, if Disney keeps this up, then when we get to the last topic of this podcast, it's a 50-50 thing. Right now, I see this on a high. You got Captain America coming out next month, so it's gonna come out right before this. I'm more than likely gonna see that one. Like I said before, I don't have any interest in the Thunderbolts whatsoever. But Captain America, I just hate the Red Hulk. That's all. I just hate Red Hulk. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued on what they're going to do with that. And if that's a hit, and then Daredevil's like, a couple weeks afterwards, and that's banging, then yeah, man, then I'm hopeful for Marvel once again. But yeah, any last words? Anybody? JR, any last words on this Daredevil Born Again?
No, like I said, it looks good. I'm not a big Marvel guy, and I might tune in for it because it's what kind of I've been asking for, a darker take with a Marvel IP, and I dig it.
Yeah. Rob?
Yeah, I'm curious if what's his fucking face from what was it, season 2? Season 3 is gonna be in this? I think he was Bullseye.
Bullseye, yeah, he's I'm pretty sure he's in that trailer putting that white mask on.
Oh, and I did want to say young Gandolfini is gonna be in this. I'm very excited. James Gandolfini's son, Tony Soprano's biological son. He's in this series, yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. He's in it for a split second, but if you pause it and you just think of Tony, you can see it.
Oh.
I didn't know that till somebody posted. I'm like, fuck, it's little Gandolfini. Awesome. I'm so glad bro's getting work.
Nice. It makes sense. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Because I have a theory on who that was.
What do you think it is?
I think it's the Owl.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a Daredevil villain. That's think of the Penguin, right?
Okay.
But for Daredevil. He's
All right.
He's the Owl. He's a fucking mob boss. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. All right. I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it's who I'm thinking, there was a shot in that trailer where I was like, "Ooh, that guy looks like he could be the Owl." I think that's who it was. Oh, that's exciting now. That's exciting. That's exciting. Typecasting, but exciting nonetheless.
Hey, man, if you're good at doing what you do it.
No, I hear that. All right, games. Any last words on this before we hit to the next one?
I mean, it would be cool if they ever did like a callback to the Ben Affleck one outside of Deadpool and Wolverine with this series.
By having 2 Evanescence songs in the same episode.
That's what
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, look, this trailer was fire. All right, total fire. I loved it. It was dope. And the only way to get rid of fire is to use water, right? But don't use water on these guys. Oh, that was terrible.
It was a good segue. Give yourself some credit.
It was a good one.
Was it? All right. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, guys. I love you guys.
I love you too, man.
Is Gremlin 3 happening? And is it happening with Chris Columbus at the helm? I mean, I know he's writing it. He wrote the first one. Chris Columbus is one of those dudes. 80s baby. No, he's not 80s baby, but I was running around in the 80s. But good God almighty, Chris Columbus was everywhere. Everywhere. Everybody knows Home Alone, Chris Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter 1 and 2, Chris Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Gremlins, he wrote it. Joe Dante directed. But this dude has his hands on pretty much everything in the 80s. All the fun genre shit, Chris Columbus, right? I found out he did Don't Tell Mom, Adventures in Babysitting. I think it was that. But this, if it's real, is exciting news. Exciting news. I'm ready for a new Gremlins. It's been way too long. I think 30 years passed since Gremlins 2.
Jesus.
I mean, they have the 2 shows on Max, right? The 2 animated shows. But give us the Gremlins back. And from all intents and purposes, this is supposed to have the same flavor as the first one. That, it's a horror. It's funny, but it's still, at the end of the day, horrific. Whereas Gremlins 2 just, well, how do my friends over across the pond say it took the piss out of it?
Yeah.
Very
it
sad
did.
Shit.
Yeah.
But if this is legit, Rob, what do you think?
If this is legit, I'm there day one sneaking a beer into the theater. Because that's the only way you gotta fucking do it. I mean, it's weird how we've had like this strain of just nostalgia and nostalgia just like leading the way into current day-to-day media. And Gremlins has kind of just been not there. Like, yeah, we got that one cool commercial with Gremlins and what's his fucking name? Zach.
Yeah.
Him.
Billy came back.
Yeah. And, we got the animated shows, whatever it was from Max that eventually came on Cartoon Network. It's like, I feel like this is well overdue. Why did it take so fucking long? Because one of the best things about Gremlins and Gremlins 2 is just that, like, they're such period pieces. They're such moments in time. And whether this takes place in modern day or not, like, let's say it takes place 10 years after Gremlins 2, you can still have that. And I'm just waiting for it. And who better to give us that than Christopher Columbus with a fucking Gremlins sequel? I'm afraid, but I'm more excited the more I sit and marinate on it. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. You know what? I tell you what, you go full fucking circle. You make it really dark. You have Phoebe Cates in it. You get Billy back, Zach, whatever his name is, right? They have a family. One day, Billy ain't come home. Where Billy at? Where's Billy, right? Gizmo waiting for Billy. The son, the daughter's waiting for Billy. Phoebe Cates waiting for her husband to come home. Right? It's Christmas. She go to light the fireplace, and all of a sudden there's the smell.
Don't you fucking dare.
Billy trying to climb down the tree.
Phoebe Cates doesn't deserve that.
Oh, bro, I mean, how fucking funny would that be, though? It would scar the kids of today's generation. It would scar them. It would be great. But this is shit we grew up on. I would cheer. I'd be like, rah, rah, shush, kupa. Do it. Kill Billy the way you killed Han Solo, the way you killed Luke Skywalker. That's not yet. That's later. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Don't do that to Phoebe Cates, bro. She had a bad experience on Christmas, and she had a bad experience with fucking Abe Lincoln.
Listen, oh my gosh. You really need to watch that one again. Listen, all I'm saying is that Phoebe Cates goes on a fucking spree. She's got Gizmo tied to her back. He's got fucking guns. Gizmo's got guns. Fucking she's got guns, and they just start gunning down all the fucking gremlins. It'd be perfect. Very Christmas. Very Christmas. JR, you had Gremlins in your Christmas movie list. So I was shocked. I didn't think you would have that, to be honest. But I love that you did. What do you think of this news?
Hold on a second. Let me just climb over this real quick. There we go. Hi there. I've been waiting to do that joke for like 5 minutes. No, I'm 50%, right? 50%. I love Christopher Columbus and the fact that he wrote the original. I'm all about it. And Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is my favorite Harry Potter movie of all time. It's just that damn good. I am a fan of the director, and I love Gremlins. I'm worried that it's just not going to pan out how we think it's going to be. The first one's amazing. The second one, equally amazing in my eyes. It went with a more satirical approach to the first movie. It like poked fun at the first movie, yet expanded. And it has some of the most iconic gremlins of all time, like the spider gremlin. That is dope. The doc gremlin who can talk and everything. It's great. I would want this to go more back to the first movie, but it's just, would a modern audience go see it for anything other than nostalgia? And in a case like that, do you make it for that audience that would go see it for nostalgia, or do you make it for the modern audience and you tone down some of the darker aspects of the original? Because the original is a dark film. Like Phoebe Cates talking about how her dad died on Christmas. What was that? A solid 5 minutes dedicated to that terrible story. That movie is gory. People die horribly from these things.
I don't know how the Futterman survived, but
yeah, I don't either.
Bro survived the original House of Wax. He could survive some gremlins.
That is true.
That's true.
But it's just thinking about that. It's just got me worried. Where it's like, would studio interference or like, hey, make it for a modern audience? The modern audience, they don't like this type of movie. They don't like the darker stories or a darker take, or just as dark as the movies that came out back in the day. Whereas I would say all of us would probably be in agreement if it had the exact same tone, humor, and everything as the first movie. I think we would all go see it. We would all probably love it for that, respect it, because it stayed true to its roots, and it is by getting the original writer. But it just worries me, like every IP that has come out in recent years, like Star Wars, which we'll get to, it's just being let down, constantly let down. My expectations just, they're really bottom right now, especially for this. I want to get excited. I really do. And it's like 50-50. This could go one of two ways, man. I don't know. And I was one of those people that for the longest time were like, don't ever touch Gremlins ever. Leave it alone. Because you had two fantastic movies. Don't do a third. Don't do a reboot. Don't do a remake. Don't do a TV show. Just leave it alone.
Games, let me ask you this. Do you think that the Gremlins they've missed the reboot train? Because I'm not saying that this will be a reboot. It's definitely be a sequel, but like Star Wars,
Listen,
even Star Trek to an extent. Ghostbusters is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Listen, it has been 35 years since the last movie. The last movie is older than I am. All right. So, on one hand, I can see where the nostalgia angle could be placed, but on the other hand, it also kind of has been long enough where you show a modern audience member a gremlin and they're going to go, what the fuck is that? They're not going to know what it is. So it's going to be fresh to the modern audience. So I feel like there's a chance in that aspect, and carrying the movie just from the Gremlins design alone, which is already iconic. I'm just hoping there's not too much CGI. And like the original movies relied a lot on 80s culture. So like to update to a modern audience, are we going to see like Gremlins flossing or hitting the gritty on dead bodies?
Listen, I would crack the fuck up if I see a gremlin doing the gritty. Like, on some real shit. On some real shit. Because that is what gremlins do, right? Like, that is the satire of it all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gremlins in Fortnite. No, see? Gremlins in Fortnite. These kids know. They know what the fuck a gremlin is. They know what
Are
the fuck.
Gremlins in Fortnite?
I mean, if they weren't in Fortnite, they were in some fucking game that you know these kids were playing.
Well, not even just that. I mean, like figure collectors, like all of us, but these figures have been in Walmarts, Targets. They've been in stores for 10 years now.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
they're still being sold. People, the modern audience, kids have seen Gremlins in one way or another.
my wife bought me a gremlin for Christmas, like a gag gift, and we were watching it, and she was like, "This is before Christmas." We were watching it like the week, maybe even Christmas Eve, and she was like so happy, and I'm like, "Well, what are you so happy about?" So I'm very happy. I'm very proud. And I'm like, she bought me a gremlin thing. Like I just, she's so. Don't do that. You're easy to read, woman. But no, I mean, I think that Gremlins would definitely make more sense as guess who comes swinging in?
He just had to. He just had to.
Spider-Man. They'll update Gremlins the way Doherty updated.
I will say before the rant,
Huh.
it would be dope if Doherty directed a Gremlins movie. I'm just saying, trick or treat.
Honestly, yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it would be.
he already made waves with his fucking Krampus movie with Christmas horror. So like, come on now.
Listen. My man Roro got something to say. Fuck you, Michael Doherty.
That's not Rodan. That's 1991 King Ghidorah.
That is true.
That's not Rodan. That's Batra.
That is also true.
You shut up, all of y'all.
Hey man, it happened in your favorite series. Don't come pointing at me, man.
And on that note, that is it for this episode of G Show. Show the live stream of it, baby.
Oh,
Motherfuckers, I swear to God.
Ooh, Monsterverse Rodan comes in. I came in at a weird time, Lamau.
Ray, you gotta play the roar. Just do it.
you gotta do it.
Do the roar. Hell yeah.
Oh my God. That is great.
We summoned them, bro.
We did.
Oh no. Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love this new set.
This new setup is great.
I
love it.
Monsterverse Rodan. God damn it.
Love to see it.
Hey, Monsterverse Rodan, you should like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Let's go.
You will make this man's entire year if you did.
Oh man, but yeah. So all right, Gremlins 3 again. I think it could work. I would love it, Doc. Yeah. The one thing I would be deathly afraid of though, going forward with this, is if they turn Gizmo. That would be
no. Gizmo's supposed to stay pure.
Yeah.
right.
I don't think you can do that. I think that's
No.
actually against the law.
That's against the rules, man.
Oh,
Hey!
yes, thank you, Monsterverse Rodan. You get a chirp. All right.
Celebratory roar.
All right, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. It's not your fault. I don't blame you, Monsterverse Rodan. I don't blame you. I blame that.
I blame your director.
Yeah.
I blame that hack job Kawakita.
I thought Anna was the hack.
Only
Listen.
to people without taste.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you just start a war? He's trying to start a war.
Listen, man, I'm a beer and a half in. Come at me.
I don't have Gino no more. That's my guy. That's my
I'm gonna
guy.
kiss you though.
He did a great fucking Gino reboot. I love it.
Yeah, he got the roar right?
He's
That is true.
You son of a. He did. All right, so we're all in agreement though, right? Yay for Gremlins 3?
Yes.
I'd say I'm pretty. I think it'd be pretty fresh to reboot Gremlins after all this time. You know, I mean, it's going to add to the constant, looming realization that original ideas are just fucking dead. But
Original ideas aren't dead. They're box office bombs.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. Speaking of, I want to give a fat shout out to brother Chase right now, who's taking one for the team and going to see Wolfman tonight.
I hope he ends up loving it. I know it's not going to happen, but I hope he loves it.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, brother Chase. We love you, but good God, I can't. You know what? I'm not even gonna get drunk. I think I'm gonna stop at this beer because I gotta sit up and wait for his rant later tonight when he gets home, man. Oh my God. But
then you're gonna need a beer.
Then that's why I'm gonna save it. Well, from the Gremlins and Gizmo to another Gizmo company doing their damn thing because the Super Switch Tendo Cube Boy 64 is here, don't you know? And we are happy. Are we happy, Rob? I know you're happy.
I'm fucking ecstatic. I'm a little worried due to some new information that may or may not be factual, but I am exceptionally fucking excited for this.
I think brother Alex is happy. Trust me. I wish, he was. Brother Alex got a weird schedule. He's probably working right now or he's sleeping, but he's been on the Switch 2 shit between you and him on the Nintendo bandwagon, the Nintendo train, I should say. Forever. I mean, I cannot. You guys have been on top of it, but they dropped it. Nintendo said, "All right, enough with this fucking leak shit. Let's just show you what it is." Boom.
Yes.
And here it is, the Super Switch Tendo. I cannot wait. All right. Microsoft's brand new handheld is coming out real soon. I can't wait. Well, I don't know real soon, but 2025. And yeah, I mean, Rob.
Yes.
This one's for you, bro. What is going on?
So there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on right now because when it comes to insider information, you're better off trusting a fucking dude dressed as a clown on the side of the fucking Route 80 in the middle of the fucking night versus somebody saying insider information. But what we've got going on right here is quite a bristle of information. So what we've got going on with Switch 2, allegedly, don't quote me, but allegedly, the Switch 2 will have, allegedly, I'm saying it again for fucking effect, Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild upscaled to 1080p in handheld and 2K when docked at 60 frames per second. This is due to Nintendo filing a patent on December 31st of 2024 for this version of the AI upscale that they're going to be using. The Switch 2 price is apparently in danger of changing, and it is not officially set in stone at this point. This is unfortunate. What?
We're going to get to that.
Well, yes, because it's apparently going to be our fault because of the tariffs that are going to start on the 20th of this month. The price
with politics.
We'll keep it as political, as less political, I should say. But the price has been alleged to be $399. Well, yeah, $400. But there's a good chance that that could shoot up to $499.
Which is fucking scary. At that point, buy a PS5.
Oh, why would you buy a PS5? It ain't got no games.
What are you talking
Anyway.
about? That's Spider-Man 2. Don't disrespect.
Oh, yeah, I got Spider-Man 2. We have Metroid Prime 4.
And Metroid Prime 4 is not coming to PC.
That's like waiting for Gremlins 3, bro.
It's like waiting for the Heisei era to stop using Rodan's roar.
Hey!
God damn, I'm a sharp little piece of shit tonight. But there is more information. The console will apparently launch between June 20th and the 27th. The online membership will unfortunately increase to $70 a year instead of $50, likely due to the additions that are going to be made and might be shown off on April 2nd. And the final thing is the next direct that they're going to have, there's going to be a comparison video of both Breath of the Wild and Odyssey showing the graphical updates and such. And launch titles are apparently going to be Breath of the Wild Remastered, Mario Kart 9, Tekken 8, Elden Ring with all the DLC, and Metroid Prime 4. So there's a lot to unpack there. Some of it negative, some of it hyped, some of it, okay, yeah, that's a very basic Nintendo move. But to keep things short on my end, because I've been talking way too fucking long, I am not Jon Stewart. I am not talking about the great Chicago deep dish pizza scenario that happened on live TV. But I will say this. I am very fucking excited. I am extremely hopeful. And I am very much in the believings of that of Nintendo. Because right now, when it comes to consoles, Xbox ain't doing much. Sony ain't doing much. Nintendo gets interjected into the whole fucking DNA strand. All of a sudden, people are going to start fucking waking up.
You know, that's true. That is true. But if it goes down, if it comes to, you know, that alleged price going up to what it allegedly can be, that's going to take a lot out of people. Like, seriously.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not a good look. And you know, it's killing me because Nintendo, well, I don't know. Like, what was the most expensive Nintendo console at launch?
I think the Switch.
Which was what, 300?
350 maybe?
Yeah.
See, that's not bad.
No, it's not. It's very workable. And I know for a fact they don't want that to happen because their whole thing is, you know, use lesser technology, push it to its peak. That way we can get this console into the hands of families. Yes. Kids, older kids, adult kids like us. You know, that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
And that would really bum me out if that's what ends up happening. But I'm just one of those people where it's like, I kind of have to. Because Prime 4 is in danger of just being a Switch 2 title, not a Switch title. And I'll be goddamn if I don't play a Metroid game on release. That's just how it is.
No, I hear that. Ugh.
Yeah. But I do know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
That would suck all the nut.
Because I can't lie, man. I haven't bought a Nintendo system since the Wii U. I don't own a Switch. I just wasn't it. But the Switch 2, I'm like, all right, you know what? And it's not Metroid. It's not my thing, but I want to go back and play the classic library. I'm confused as to why Nintendo doesn't have more first-party games coming out at launch. Like, I
can
mean,
answer that.
Maybe. Okay,
I mean,
I can answer that.
It'll already have like the backwards compatibility with the regular Switch. So,
but here's the thing: they're doing this on purpose because if we do end up getting Mario Kart 9, which is first party, if we do end up getting Metroid Prime 4, which is first party, and all of this happens within the summer, you know what they're saving for the fucking holiday.
Yeah, Halo.
Mario.
No, Mario. Fuck Halo. Master Chief? Nah, put the fucking helmet on, douchebag. Nah, Mario.
Yeah, they're saving Mario for the
They're
holidays.
saving that new Mario game for the holidays.
Nobody
Easily.
likes Mario no more, bro.
Yeah, dude, no. Mario Odyssey was one of the highest selling video games of all time right now, dude.
Nobody likes Mario. It's a me.
Everybody likes Samus instead because
No.
Metroid is better.
I'm asking for a monkey friend, but where's Donkey Kong? Where's the Donkey Kong Country 10?
Well, we just got an HD port of Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Switch.
No. I'm not talking about an old game remastered. I'm talking about a new game.
Oh, they haven't made one of those since the Wii U.
So that's my point. So where's things like that? That's the problem with Nintendo that I have. Yes, I get Mario as a system seller. I get Zelda as a system seller. And ba-da-ba-ba.
Spider-Man comes in and says, I want the Switch too, but I fear Pokemon games will run sub 30 FPS because Game Freak can't utilize console hardware to save their lives.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Amongst other goddamn things.
I'm gonna say I don't think any game company knows how to utilize hardware properly with their game engines. Like, there's been a trend lately, and it's kind of everyone in the industry.
Shit.
And that
Game
is
Freak's pretty bad though, because like they used to be
dude.
titans on the handheld systems. Like Pokemon games moved Game Boys back in the day, but now with like Pokemon Sword and Shield and what was that more recent one after Sword and Shield?
Ruby Rose's tight little butt. What? Huh?
Something or I don't fucking know. Whatever the most recent Pokemon generation is, I hear all sorts of horror stories from the Pokemon community that these games are just not living up to what a console Pokemon game should be.
And you know what's fucked up about that? Cue the funny Sum 41 song. We're all to blame because we keep buying it.
We do.
Pokemon Sword and Shield, after its reveal, sold truck tons of fucking copies.
Oh yeah.
And then Ruby Rose's tight little butt, whatever the fuck it's goddamn called, the new ones, that sold even more. And we knew how the game was going to look and perform. People still bought it. Dog. And you know what's fucked about that? Game Freak, over anybody else under Nintendo's wing, has the strongest nostalgia beam of all time. Because all they have to say, Generation 4 and 5 remakes. Immediate money.
Immediate money.
Immediate. Nobody's outselling. Oh, Scarlet and Violet. There we go.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. Thank you.
Wait. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum.
Scarlet Violet is the latest one that sold more and looks like garbage, and people bought the separate $30 DLC.
Yep.
Yikes.
You see?
Yikes.
And Pokemon makes more fucking money than fucking maybe even Disney does on a yearly day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Like for merch alone, like the cards and the plushes and oh, dude.
Yeah, it's like a whole different fucking story.
Pokemon's always hot, man.
Yeah, except for those 2-3 years where Yu-Gi-Oh was hotter.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. That didn't last.
Way back in the day. That didn't last too long.
Really did not last long.
I have a concern about the Switch too. I don't know if anybody else has this concern. Do you see in the image there that little jutting out piece of chip on the actual Switch itself? That's where the Joy-Con's supposed to insert in.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen if somebody happens to try to take it out at an angle?
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Well,
don't do that.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably got like a button that you have to press to uninsert. It's going to click in, click out kind of deal that I would imagine.
Sure hope so.
I
sure
imagine
hope
they
so.
do that, man.
And there's apparently going to be a magnet of some kind that's also going to help secure them in.
Yeah. And then Spider-Man, man, he's coming in. Little kids are going to break it. Thanks,
Yes,
Spider-Man.
they are.
That's why you don't give little kids your console. You give them a pro controller like a real gamer. Hey,
Listen, Spider-Man, you're instilling hope in all of us the same way Batman does.
Only Batman does it better.
But
I was more going for the dark, gritty Batman.
hitting the dark gritty? What?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
I will
if
say.
Gremlin does a dark gritty on somebody's dead body, I'm with it.
That would be
I'm with it. Absolutely. I will say I am glad that they're upping the size of the sticks on the Joy-Cons because, dear God, the Joy-Con drift situation to this day, I think there's a class action lawsuit going on about that.
It's still pending.
It's still pending
to this day.
To this day,
Probably.
bro.
To this day.
You know, I don't. That's one thing. I gotta mess with a Switch because I don't know how I would be able to play with that controller. That shit doesn't make sense to me.
This is why you get a Pro controller and never take the Switch out of the dock.
Actually,
That's what I do.
I'll be honest with you, because I use this controller every now and then for my Switch. It's really not that bad.
No.
Like it's not. It grips around pretty nicely, at least for me. But yeah, am I good to give my take on this?
No,
Yeah, go ahead.
not at all. Of course.
I know. Listen, it was alluded to earlier in the group chat, and I'm going to say it. If this fucking thing comes out for $500, the same price as a PS5, regardless of circumstances that shall not talk about here,
Tariffs.
You're done. And this is why you're done. The Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is cheaper. Yes, Nintendo is Nintendo. It's built for families. I get that. The Steam Deck has controllers like this. You can get them. Or you can use Xbox controllers or PS5 or whatever controller you want. It docks. And it's a PC.
Yep.
And you could still play Nintendo games on it fairly easily. I won't tell you how, but you can do it because it's a PC. So
get his ass, Nintendo.
They're gonna come after me. I'm just saying, like,
they have ninjas. They don't have lawyers.
$500, and even a hardware. The hardware that's inside this, which the rumor is, it's supposed to be on par with the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is it's good hardware. It's solid hardware for what it's doing.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That was sexy. It doesn't justify the $500 asking price because the PS4 Pro came out at $400. And the PS5 is $500. And I know the PS5 isn't a portable console, but I mean, it's just like at that price point, the cards are stacked against it. And I don't want to be a naysayer. I love my fucking Switch. I really do love my Switch. Oh man, is he coming in? Not even scalpers won't scalp the Switch too if it's that expensive. Yeah, I know.
Don't jinx it, bro. Don't fucking jinx it, please.
I love the Switch. I love the Nintendo platform. The online service, if it's true that they're raising the price to $70 a year, listen, at $20 a year or $50 a year, whatever you've been having it since the Switch launched, you don't have hardware voice chat. You have to download a stupid app on your phone. The PlayStation 5, the Xbox, integrated Discord into the system. You couldn't fucking be bothered.
You wasn't telling me this. I didn't know about that, Rob.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. No. And the online play, like the network of Nintendo's online framework is terrible. If you play multiplayer games, it's bad. I dabble with Switch Sports because I like Wii Sports. We all like Wii Sports. And it has a multiplayer aspect. That is the glitchiest, laggiest thing ever created to play online. And I sit here baffled at how it's just piss poor. To the point where the wifey and me were paying the family plan yearly so we could play our Switches online together with the kids. And we're just like, it's just a terrible experience. Like, we play Mario Party Superstars together. Get that game. It's amazing. Nintendo, come on. Mario Party Superstars. That's what you should be doing. Remake old Mario Party. It's fantastic. I digress. That's one.
That's one. Oh, I got
that. Is one.
That is one.
Is that our first I Digress of the night?
It
That
is.
was
Yep.
the first. Yep. Yeah, guess what
54
it is?
minutes
It wasn't
in? Dog, let me take a drink. Fuck.
Yeah, I popped that one. But it's just like it's so laggy and difficult to play with each other because of Nintendo's framework for their network. It's just we just stopped. It's like we could just split screen the fucking thing. She can bring over her Switch, and then we use her Joy-Cons on mine, or I can just hold my Switch in my hand and play it, and they can play on the big screen. It's just their network needs work. No hardware voice chat. Downloading an app on the phone has been stupid since it launched back in, what was it? 2017, 2018 is when that app launched. Nobody liked it.
And literally, what would stop people from just doing VC on Discord at that point?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Where every
Speaking of, somebody has made a surprise enter to the chat.
Oh, look who is here.
It's the cruise control.
It's the cruise control.
but I don't know. I just
And I
think
come cruising in with a hot fucking take.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on. Let JR
hold on
finish
to it. Hold on to it.
finish his-
I will.
I just think there was things. Yes, Nintendo could have learned from all of this, but it has been what 8-9 years that they could have learned, and they just didn't do it with the Switch. It worries me with the Switch too, because why wait for a generational upgrade to do basic things that people have been asking for since your stupid app launched on your phone? The Joy-Con drift issue, yes, there was a lawsuit. I'm damn sure they rectified that. The positives are, if the tech inside it are true, it's let's just be honest. It's not going to do 4K.
No, it's going to do 2K.
Nintendo
it's gonna
fans,
do 2K.
1440p is okay. 1080p is okay. Nintendo fans, you aren't looking for the big resolution. I'm not for my Switch. I mainly, 70% of the time, I'm playing in portable. The rest, docked on a 150-inch projector screen, playing Mario Party, whatever.
I take frame rate over resolution any day of the week anyway.
and that's fine. I dig that with the Switch too. Go that route. But the price, Nintendo, you might have to take a loss, because if you try it at $500, I will say this. Parents aren't buying a $500 Switch 2 for their kids.
They're not.
Because they didn't buy the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X for their kids at that price. That's what the consoles aren't selling well, because their price point.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
We'll find out on April 2nd.
Yeah, and I hope I'm wrong. They launch it at
Oh, I
400.
do too.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Day one, it launches at 400. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
But that extra 100, that's a deal breaker for me, because you are more expensive than Valve's flagship handheld, and you're just as expensive as the current generation consoles, which are wealthfully more powerful.
That's what makes me think it's bullshit, though.
Oh, I agree with you.
Because it's like there's no goddamn way that this is going to be $500 at launch, even with tariffs.
It can't.
Because it's just like the math and everything just doesn't fucking add up there.
It doesn't. And I really hope it isn't, because, man, I want this to succeed. I will keep my original Switch, but going to a Switch 2, man, I don't have a lot of games, but I have games. I get to play Skyrim on another console.
No,
Let's go. God, Howard.
Jesus Christmas.
It just works.
It just works, bro.
It really
It's
does.
a feature.
Where's my cruise control at? Where's my cruise?
Yeah, where's the cruise control?
So my hot take is, what makes y'all think there would be relatively any improvements to the second console?
Ooh.
The only thing that looks different about it is generally the design, and even then, it looks like it's trying to copy the Steam Deck.
It's the other way around.
Hardware-wise, they had to upgrade, because the specs time. Hi,
Specs
the boring
talk,
part.
everybody.
We're getting specs talk.
The NVIDIA Tegra X1 was developed in 2013 for streaming games. It was way ahead of its time. Nintendo uses that 2013 Tegra X1 chip in the current Switch that launched in 2017. So in 2017, the chip was already outdated. They have to upgrade the hardware. They have to, because the Switch it ain't doing it. It's not running games. Like the Tegra X1's been pushed with the Switch. We see it with plenty of games, like Doom Eternal, a miracle port. It does run great on there. At what cost? That thing looks like Game Boy graphics, which is fine. It's okay. It's portable. But then the Steam Deck comes out and it plays it at 1080p 60.
Exactly.
Nintendo they have to innovate, and I want them to be ahead of the curve. I really fucking do. But text-wise,
But it's
that's what it is.
Nintendo
The
we're talking
Tegra
about.
X1.
Yeah, Nintendo's never been ahead of the tech curve. They take what's
Yeah.
old and push it to its limits.
Bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam,
They're
bam,
penny pincers.
bam, bam, bam,
Oh
bam,
man, he's
bam,
swinging in.
bam,
Gabe just got goosebumps somewhere. Yes, he did.
bam,
And I hope so. I love competition in this handheld console market. That's why it's interesting. Microsoft entering it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Microsoft is in it right
Apparently,
now.
Microsoft's making a handheld.
They did. It's the Switch 2.
That is true. Dude, my microphone's an Xbox.
Listen,
Bro.
all I'm saying
My
is
microwave is an Xbox.
I mean, you could play Halo on the Switch too. It's a Microsoft handheld. They did it. They don't have to pay money. Anything they generate money, that makes me sick to my stomach. I'm going to say it. I'm going to come out right now. Here comes the soapbox moment. I cannot stand the idea of Microsoft leasing its games out. What do you think you are, Sony? You silly motherfucker. Like, come on, man. Like, just stay true to your roots. Stay true to your fucking roots.
I mean, their roots is PC. It's Microsoft we're talking about. 90% of PC gamers run Windows.
Yeah, but my point with that is, when I had a Microsoft PC back in the day, I was able to play some
Windows is
Star
the
Wars
old
games that I can't
fucking
fucking play
operating
right now.
system.
Yeah. Look,
So-
I think we all genuinely are in agreement. We want the Switch to succeed.
I'm not.
Absolutely. I probably, if it comes out at $400, I'll save up for one. I'll get a Switch too. I already have a library of Switch games I could put in the thing. I have a Nintendo account, so I can get my DLC for Smash Bros.
And god damn it, I want Animal Crossing.
But-
I don't care how mid that game is. I enjoy it.
But
Real quick, I
Fuck.
just want to say
fuck.
kudos to Nintendo for making it backwards compatible physically. I
Yes.
respect.
Ideal.
Yeah.
Very
That's
much
one thing Nintendo has always done, and they've always excelled at. I always give them props for that because
I mean, it's true. I mean, the Wii played GameCube games. The Wii U played Wii games.
yeah, I mean, I could on my Wii, I can play the greatest game ever made, Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2. And it was
That
the
is-
best because I was like, all right, my GameCube is collecting dust somewhere, but we're playing this fucking Wii, and when we're not playing it, me and my family, I'm playing Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader. It was the best. I loved it. So yeah, massive props to Nintendo for that. And I mean, Sony, you son of a bitch. If this thing costs $500 fucking dollars, you're better off buying a PS5 Pro.
But the PS5 Pro don't have no games.
Yeah, it
It
does.
don't got games.
Yeah, it does. I'm telling you, I've seen the library.
I mean,
Oh.
it had no. Let me rephrase. It has one game. It won Game of the Year. Good for you, Sony.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, there you go. A fucking Astro Bot. You gotta be kidding
Yeah,
me.
but remember,
Yeah,
it's
that's the
not
one game. It has one game.
Remember, it's not 700 because you got to buy a disc drive to play your physical
Right.
games, and then you have to buy a stand, so it comes out to like $900.
Yeah, but real gamers want to play on that shit, not a Switch.
Real gamers.
Real gamers.
Well, you want to have the real gamer talk? I said it earlier.
No, listen. Real gamers have two things in their house: a gaming PC and a Switch. Because
Well, to be fair, I have every console ever fucking made. Well, except Nintendo. But yeah, and I have a $3,000 gaming PC that I built. Yeah, I'm a true gamer.
You know what? That's gonna be the new digress counter. Every time JR goes touts his fucking $9 billion fucking.
It's beautiful, dude. You're gonna see it in May. It's gorgeous. You're gonna play on it in May. I'm gonna hand you a controller and be like, play this game.
Oh, I'm gonna play on it all right.
Oh yeah,
all over it,
dude. You're gonna have to touch it. You have to touch it inappropriately.
Not only am I gonna
worming my way into the crevices.
Right. Not only am I gonna touch it, but my unborn kids are gonna touch it too.
Well, as soon as you see it, they will.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here comes
all over the damn room.
Talking about shooting ropes. Record that, please.
Yes.
Clip
Clip
it.
it.
Clip it now.
Good God. Oh no! Listen. All honesty, all joking aside, I'm not much of a Nintendo guy. I haven't been seriously since like the GameCube. I got a Wii, I got a Wii U, and I got that mainly for my daughter. She wanted to play Mario Kart. But once she stopped playing Mario Kart and anything else, I was like, "Oh, you want to play this? You want this? Nah, I'm good." Then I'm like, "I'm not buying this system." So I didn't buy a Switch, but the Switch 2 does intrigue me if it's not $500. That's the only thing. And yeah, politics aside, man, if certain things go forward where it's gonna cost us more in the end, then only the hardcore fans are gonna buy this, and it's not gonna be the system seller that we think it should be. Not that we think that it should be, because at a fucking $400 price point for this type of power, and yeah, it's only $100 more. But $399 or $500, man, that's ranked. That's
$500. They're gonna have to make another Smash Brothers game.
So
yeah.
Real quick, do we know if this one has an OLED screen like the Switch OLED?
I think it's OLED by default.
It does not.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
It's just LED. Okay.
I don't know
I was
what
just
it
curious.
is. Yeah. Well, you know what? Somebody fact check me, because I've seen way too many goddamn tweets today about this fucking thing. So yeah, somebody fact check me. Google if you wish.
You know what? I just Googled it and it's all over the place too. Let's listen. Let's
Yeah,
wait till
exactly.
the official spec breakdown.
April 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta wait till April. 10 out of 10.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You got the new Captain America movie in February. You got Daredevil in March. Then you got the April 2nd, which is great because it's like right at the beginning. Spec demo. I'm hoping for a release date. Mention. They have to, right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a release date.
That'll be a whole direct dedicated to the Switch 2. It'd be insane if they didn't have a release date during that direct.
There's going to be a release date. There's going to be a price confirmation, and there's going to be launch title announcements as well. 100%.
Star Fox, do a barrel roll. Let's stop playing games. Switch, Nintendo.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Nintendo, you want to fucking make my day? You want to make my day? Remake that fucking Castlevania 64. Let's go.
And fix everything about it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Listen, man, not everything is perfect in Nintendo. But all right, real quick, Rob, prediction.
What?
Where do you think this is going to be launched at?
Oh, dude. It's going to launch like right at the beginning of summer. I fully believe that. They're going to have it on the market throughout the summer, and then they're going to drop the big bomb for the holiday on top of already having a new console out for a few months at that point. Summer. That's it. It lines right up with what they've done in the past, and it's just perfect. It's like you're prepping the market throughout the summer, then you drop your holiday bomb, and then that helps sell even more consoles. So I'm saying late June, early July.
Oh shit. Okay. Listen, parents out there, listen. Don't buy this shit if it drops that, because then your kids won't go outside and play. and be kids and touch the grass anymore. Okay, they'll be inside their house with their phone in one hand and then the Switch Joy-Con stick or whatever the fuck that's called in the other hand. I just don't do it.
Oh, that's gonna be me if Prime 4 is a fucking launch title. I ain't gonna see y'all for weeks.
I'm gonna have to start paying Rob to jump on Fridays.
No, I'll still jump on Fridays.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, listen, the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out. It's official. Nintendo officially announced that was actually a really dope move. Considering for the past several months, it's
Just
like,
leak after leak after leak.
exactly. So it's pretty dope that Nintendo was like, all right, they grabbed it by the reins and they introduced their clone from the Switch 1. Speaking of clones,
Segue.
fucking clones. Adios and hello, nurse. Never rub another man's rhubarb. Suicide Squad kill the Justice League's retcons the entire game with a clone ending. What? I mean, are you fucking serious? Listen here.
What? I mean, the game the game was confirmed to be shutting down, so they had to end it somehow. So
Wait. Speaking of clones. Dun, 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 dun.
Speaking of clones,
Dun, 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 dun,
Ben
dun.
Riley
God
comes
damn
in
it.
and says, enough clones.
Ben
Sorry.
Riley comes. You
Sorry,
motherfucker.
that was fucked up. That was
I
fucked up.
fucked up. Dun-dun-dun. All right, listen though, seriously. Never rub another man's rhubarb. I mean, come on, man. Now, I own this game. I've owned this game for 5 years now. I've owned this game for 30 different consoles. I own this game for the Switch too. Okay, and let me tell you something.
You don't even have the Switch 2 yet.
What are you talking about? Yeah, bro, you don't understand. It's GCO to the future, motherfucker. I got
And
this.
beyond.
Thank you, Cruz. All right. No, that's my joke with Gam Gams. I always bust Gam Gams shop with the this game in particular. But what the hell is going on here? I'm not mad. I'm gonna go right off the bat. I'm not mad at this because the Arkhamverse did not deserve this treatment from the jump. I was so against it. Not the game, not the gameplay. The idea of the story. Let's take the Arkham Batman and kill him. And then let's add the Justice League too, because we didn't know how to do Superman or Green Lantern or Flash, because Wonder Woman's a hero in this. But let's kill them. Even though they don't kill all of them. They kill 3 out of the 5 Justice League members in this game.
Yeah.
Turns out 2 out of the 3 were clones. So Wonder Woman stays dead. Spoiler alert, nobody's playing it. It doesn't matter.
So Superman and Batman were clones.
Superman and Batman were clones. Fucking Jon Stewart and Flash were clones.
Uh-oh. I think I hear all of me playing.
Uh-oh.
Not to make a Sonic reference out of nowhere, but like...
Oh, I am all
understood
of
that
me.
reference.
All I'm saying is I'm like, I really like this. I do. I don't own the game. I like to bust Game Games shop saying I bought it. I never did. I want to, but it's ending. The servers are going down. There's no reason to buy it. But the reason why I like this, Kevin Conroy, the greatest Batman aside, is because this version of Batman ain't dead, and we can absolutely continue the Arkhamverse. We can get a new Arkham game, whether it's a Arkham Beyond, okay, or anything else in between or after Arkham City. I'm not Arkham City, Arkham Knight. I'm with it. This shit don't count. If anything, this shit is retconned now. It's a complete retcon. And I'm 1000% down with it. JR, what about you?
Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. It was a bad idea for me from the jump.
The game or the movies?
The game killed the Justice League.
Yeah,
This
the
is
Because I was about to be like, the Justice League wasn't in the movies, but the movies were just as bad.
so the game was a bad idea from the jump. And then that was the thing, right? Kevin Conroy passed away. They used that. This is one of his last performances as the marketing shit. Thank you. Thank you. I love seeing Batman shot in the head. Even if it's a clone or not. Fuck off. I'm so glad Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. Go watch it. Go fucking watch it. I digress. That's 2. I don't care.
Oh.
I don't care that's 2. You know why? Because this game is disrespectful. At the last minute, you try to say, oh, Batman and Superman clones. Here's the problem with the idea of going back to the Arkham games. Arkham Knight, I just beat the main story. I'm doing all the side quests to complete the game right now. First time I've ever beaten it. And I love this game, by the way. The main story is so good.
It's fantastic.
But so good. It is a perfect conclusion for me to Batman's story for the Arkham game setup. Instead of doing another Arkham game, Superman exists. Green Lantern exists. Wonder Woman, dead in this game, still exists because you don't care. The Flash exists.
Rephrase that. Dies in this game.
Yeah, dies. There's other DC heroes in the Justice League, or not even in the Justice League. Do something different. I would love, quite honestly, I'm going to say it. Instead of getting another Arkham Batman game, a Wonder Woman game, a Superman game, a Jon Stewart or Hal Jordan Green Lantern game, maybe both of them at the same time, and you could switch between them because they're doing different shit. The Flash game, dude, a Flash game. Were you running in the Speed Force? Bro.
We have that
Okay,
already.
but like, how would you do a Flash game without it feeling like it was just a clone of a Sonic game?
Clones? Who's talking about clones?
Yeah, no one's talking about clones. Get out of here with clones. There's things you can do that's more than Bat. And I love Batman. I do. I just think his story with the Arkham games is done. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this ending. I'm okay with where it went other than Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. That's not an ending. That's garbage. You know what? Maybe, yeah, I agree with you, G1. Maybe do a Batman Beyond game because you're not Bruce Wayne anymore. I'm okay with doing something else. And maybe that's just me.
Okay, if you still want to stick with Batman, why not make a Robin game? Let's go with Nightwing.
That's what I'm saying. Like something.
Give me a
Something
Teen
else.
Titans game.
A Teen Titans game would be legendary in the classic style.
But like something else. I don't know. I just think continuing the Arkham series as a whole, to me personally, it's just a bad idea. It comes off as desperate, and I'm sorry. Someone else voiced Batman in Arkham Origins. I'm okay with that. Arkham Origins is fun. Kevin Conroy not being Batman and a continuation to this series, other than it just either being The Dark Knight Returns or Batman Beyond, just doesn't feel right. I'm sorry.
Well,
It feels dirty.
I'm gonna push back because I am Batman here, and you are the clone.
I am all alone.
Everybody knows my feelings on Kevin Conroy. That is my Batman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is my Batman. But if you listen to him in Arkham Knight, you can hear the dentures clicking. You can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
But that's the thing. He's
No,
Roger
that's
and Roger Craig Smith's interpretation in Arkham Origins is pretty goddamn good.
it's pretty goddamn fire. So I'm saying you absolutely take him and put him beyond or wherever. I don't mean beyond in the terms of a Batman Beyond game, no pun intended, but use him. He was perfect as Batman.
Didn't Roger Craig Smith also voice Batman in that Arkham VR game?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's getting all the reviews. Yeah.
I'm not against someone else playing him. I just think that the Arkham series, just do Arkham Beyond and just have Batman Beyond.
Well,
If you're going to do that, or just do a Superman game other than Superman 64.
Well,
Listen, Superman Returns on the Xbox 360 needs to not be forgotten, all right?
Why not just like remake that game?
oh look. Speaking of coming
Coming from
God
Marvel,
damn it!
shame Roger Sonic is
I
mid.
thought you were Batman.
You're
Why are
mid.
you promoting Spider-Man? You're not even in the same universe.
You're mid,
Listen.
Peter.
What? Wait, hold. Yes, they have. Spider-Man and Batman have met.
Yeah, Cruz, they have met. But
This
They have.
is canon multiple times. Even the Joker met Spider-Man, and then in what was it?
I missed that
Justice
then.
League / Avengers met back up, and
Y'all
the
need to send me
Joker.
those comics because I ain't seen those ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
you
Joker
gotta
actually
read.
met Red Skull, and the Joker was offended because Red Skull was a Nazi.
Well,
Yeah.
duh. I mean, like, he's a fucking anarchist. That is literally against the Nazis.
No, it's
I may be a criminal lunatic, but I'm an American criminal lunatic.
yes, that's legit. Well, that's the wrong thing. Here we go.
you're good.
Whoa! What are you doing?
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want them to try something else, not with whatever the fuck Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was.
More like Suicide Squad kill Rocksteady.
Wow.
They're gonna be just fine. Relax.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
No, that was really good. That was really. I'm sorry. That was really good.
I
I'm sorry.
miss the days of good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That was really good. Rob, what's your take on all this?
Fuck it.
Rob's like,
Do
I
all
can't
of
get
it.
that on the Nintendo Switch.
No, like in reality though, seriously, just fuck it. Like I had no urge to play this game. This
The
ending
live service
only-
garbage.
Yes, very much. Live service is garbage unless you're Space Marine 2. That's a good
Yes.
live service game. But I had no interest in playing this. I never really fucking did. Somebody did suggest, hey, if they shut the servers down and they convert it to a single player game, would you still play it? Ayo, maybe. I
would.
doubt it though. They're
I
not
would.
putting nothing towards this. But I would play it if that was the case. But
Nah, it's
it
getting
being
delivered.
retconned, I mean, this shit was already retconned months ago for me. None of this was ever canon to me in my fucking head canon. So none of it ever really fucking affected me, save for at that point in time, this was the last time Kevin Conroy was playing Batman.
Correction.
And
Only in video game form.
at that point in time before we knew. We didn't know back then.
That's true. That is true.
We did not know. And I cried when that scene came up. I just wanted to say.
Oh,
Not in the game, in the movie. I cried. I don't care.
I need to watch that movie. And you say it's a part 3, so I need to watch all 3 of those movies.
all right, real quick, and I'm gonna just off on a tangent, small one, real quick. Those 3 movies, the first one's but the second one is good. But I started to connect some dots. The third one was like, oh shit, they're really doing this. When the title says Crisis on Infinite Earths, they are literally meaning Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it goes back to Flashpoint.
Oh, really? Flashpoint? Even like, do we see like the Fleischer Superman?
If I'm not mistaken, yes. It's all
Oh,
anything that's ever been animated from the DC universe.
oh my God, that's so based. I need to watch these movies.
It was so fucking dope. I sat there and cried. I was like, yeah, why? But I did, like Rob said, I'll be honest with you, man. That oh God, hang on. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da.
God damn.
Sorry, can't help it. Spider-Man's a part of the show. Spider-Man says, I had no idea the third part came out. Guess I'll watch it tonight. Spider-Man, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Get with the pros and leave the news because DC's got it going on. I love you, Spider-Man. I love you. I'm sorry. No, but yeah,
What's our universe's Spider-Man?
that Crisis on Infinite Earths part 1, 2, and 3. I couldn't believe what they pulled off with that. And they did. They really did. They really literally pulled it off because it wasn't bad. It hurts, but they took everything. I mean, the fucking Super Friends. Meanwhile,
Oh my God.
Justice.
Really?
It was Crisis on Infinite Earths, the animated series, and it was awesome.
Yes.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it. Right. Holy shit.
Indeed, you do.
I give the entire series a 5 out of 5.
So I mean,
Nice.
all right. So Rob said his piece. Games. What's your beef or what's your take on
I mean, I could have seen this coming a mile away. The servers are shutting down. The game's not going to be playable anymore. Oh shit, we need to end this somehow because it was supposed to be a live service endless game. Fuck. And then they came up with this at the last minute. Oh, they were clones. No, Batman's not actually dead. No, it's fine.
What? Never happened.
Never happened.
never
Happened. It's dumb. It's stupid. I never touched the thing because I could smell the live service garbage from a mile away. I'm very picky with live service games. The only one I play, like Rob, is Space Marine 2. I don't touch Overwatch. I don't touch League of Legends. I don't touch any of that shit.
I didn't know. First off, I did not know Space Marine 2 was live service.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna trade it in tomorrow.
Damn.
You bought it digitally. Shut up.
Oh fuck! You're right. I did.
Get fucked.
Get fucked,
We're part of the Brotherhood now.
brother.
I gotta
Whoa. Okay. I like this comment.
Hang on.
Oh, from Spider-Man.
No.
Hang on.
Oh,
Okay. Here we go. No.
Yep.
No. Whoa.
Rodan.
All right. Monsterverse Rodan comes in. So Brainiac cloned every. I love the roar so much.
I sorry. I had to do it.
No, you're good. So Brainiac cloned every Justice League member but Wonder Woman, who died for nothing after they had Luthor uncharacteristic.
Uncharacteristically.
Thank you. Dyslexia kicked in. Glaze over her very existence. Lol Lamau. Yeah. Wonder Woman's my bae, and she got the shaft. Not the good one in this game. this game did
Not
Wonder
the
Woman
hentai
dirty.
kind.
Yeah, this was and it sucks because Wonder Woman has such rich and fantastic lore and characterization and stories.
And Gal Gadot is hot.
Not
well,
anymore. She's not.
that's debatable, but
She is hot. I mean,
Not
Well,
anymore.
Hey.
she is. I mean,
I just think man, that would be fun. A Wonder Woman game, man. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
that's in development though.
Yeah, well, I'm buying it firsthand. Oh, look.
I'm
Spider-Man
buying it.
comes in.
Nice.
Thank you, Spider-Man. Spider-Man chimes in. Hot for a skeleton, sure.
Wow.
Hey man, what you got
All
against
right.
bone marrow? That's all I gotta say.
What you got against skeletons, bro?
Listen,
She can still get it.
the Snyder Cut of the Justice League is amazing. But
Look,
No.
I watched the video. I don't know. So I watched the video for the ending of, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I wanted to see everything. This image was taken from the end of that video. I don't know if the people making the video just added this or if this is actually the end of the game.
I think it is.
So they killed Batman.
they did.
they killed Batman. If this is legitimately the end of the game, then even though there was a clone, they killed Batman. Lois Lane is reporting, and she's saying that they lost Batman and he's gone. And at the very end of this thing, it says, "Thank you, Kevin." And man, I'll tell you, man, the man's hairs were going. It was going. But I hate that. If this is a part of the game, even though this image is fucking dope, because we all know what that looks like, right? And look,
Oh yeah, it's the opening from the animated series.
and he's in Metropolis. He's holding it down. He's like, "Fuck you, Superman." Oh, James Gunn, you got an upward fucking hill to climb. If this is real, then you could still do a Batman Beyond, because, I mean, the family exists in the Arkham games. Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Red Hood, they all exist. But I would love,
except for Damian,
still be there. You know what I mean? I really would. So I don't know. I did this with the service closing and this game apparently going out of business for good. You can't count it. I count it out.
Nah, it's not canon.
It's not canon. All right. So Game Games, we're in agreement. It's not canon.
Yeah, not canon. Didn't
Rob,
happen.
Canon or not?
It's not canon, and they should make Arkham Beyond.
3. JR, canon or not?
Absolutely the fuck not. Not only is it not canon, they made it not canon by making it not canon.
Exactly.
They pulled the trigger. They ended the game. They ended the canon. It's not canon.
Then there's only one thing to say. He is the baddie Batman. Yes! Speaking of not canon,
Oh, here we go.
there we go. Speaking of not canon,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, fuck
oh
me.
boy!
This is
Oh,
gonna be a
boy.
long night, my dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God, my third beer is untouched.
Stop it!
Oh, here we fucking go.
The Spider-Man Ben Reilly version comes in saying, G1, no!
Or
Yeah.
if you really look at it, it says Gino.
That is true. It does say Gino. Wait a second.
Which
Is
still
he
got the roar,
insinuating-
right?
Is he insinuating Disney Star Wars is all a Gino?
Oh, my man
What?
Roro, he just hit it. Beep, 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 beep. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I love this.
Now listen, there's a lot of reasons for this. A shit ton of reasons. Okay. Everybody knows here that I love Star Wars. It literally was my number one, and Godzilla was number 2. But over the past decade, that has changed significantly. And that's only because there's been more good Godzilla shit than Star Wars shit, right?
Yeah.
And then don't even get me started with the toys, because my collecting started with Star Wars. It did. My collecting started with Star Wars. And like me and Gam Gams had this conversation one time. Gam Gams broke it. I was laying on the couch, and Gam Gams was my therapist. And Gam Gams was like, well, the reason why you love these Godzilla Super 7 so much is because they remind you of the Kenner Star Wars lines that you used to collect. Oh my God, Gam Gams, why are you doing it? You're right. He was right. Gam Gams, you were right.
I know I'm right. That's literally what the reaction line was based on.
Yeah, so it crushed my heart. I was like, oh shit, that's why I love these things. But, you know, Godzilla became more prominent in my life over the past 10 years, and Godzilla's always been there. I don't have a Star Wars tattoo, but I've got a Godzilla tattoo. I've got another tattoo on my arm where I literally made the fucking Godzilla blue in the tattoo. But I digress. That's one.
Damn.
Star
Hour and
Wars.
33 in.
Yeah. Oh, man. I might be digressing for the rest of the night, but who knows?
Ah,
Ah,
This Disney buying Star Wars way back when I thought was a good thing because I was like, well, at least we're going to get Star Wars now. But that was a long time ago in a galaxy far away. I had no idea. I had no idea what we would get. So here's the problem. And this is why I want to talk about this. I haven't seen the last 2 episodes yet, but the Skeleton Crew just wrapped, right? All 8 episodes are out. I have not watched 7 or 8. I will say, from 1 to 6, I was thoroughly enjoying. There was maybe 1 or 2 episodes in there that I was like, meh. But then there was like 1 or 2 episodes in there that I was like, oh my God.
What the fuck?
Kid Star Wars is awesome. This is fucking dope. And it really was, right? And then I come across a YouTube video. And, you know, you shouldn't trust everything you read on the internet or watch on the internet, especially this show. But I come across this video on the internet and on YouTube, and it's like Skeleton Crew is the lowest rated Star Wars show ever on Disney Plus. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what? But this is good Star Wars. How the fuck? What? And then it starts to hit me. You start putting 1 and 3 together and you're getting 25. You look at, I call it the Last Jedi effect. The worst Star Wars movie ever made. The worst Star Wars movie ever made. When that movie came out, the fandom was still there. They were still willing to give it a shot. They really were. We really were. I know I was.
Yeah,
But then that
I
movie
was.
came out, and I sat there and we watched it. And I know there's not going to be a fucking end credit sequence for Star Wars because that's not Star Wars. Never been. But I sat there at the end of The Last Jedi like, they're going to swerve us. All right? Because the greatest Star Wars character of all time is not dead. Luke is not gone. He's not. It's impossible. And I sat there and I listened and I watched and I was reading the credits and listened to John Williams fanfare. And I'm like, yeah. And then that Lucasfilm and then the Disney logo and then the fucking lights came on and the screen went blank. And I still sat there. And I got my family. I got my wife. I got my daughter. I got my parents, both of them. And they're like, yo, get the fuck up. It's time to go. And I go, but I can't because something's going to happen, right? Like Luke's got to come back, right? And it was one of those moments where that rain cloud came over my head and just started drenching me, just straight up pouring on me, right? And I'm like, this can't be fucking serious. We can't be serious with this. The Last Jedi effect crippled Solo. Now, Solo's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. I have one gripe about it, and that's how he got his name. That was the stupidest, dumbest fucking thing in the fucking world. Right? Like, you could have just fucking you could have picked up a fucking red cup from the fucking supermarket. Oh, Solo, that's you. Nope. It was dumb as fuck, and I hated that. But outside of that, the movie was fun. It felt very Star Wars. The fucking Falcon is the Falcon. We get to see Chewbacca beat the fuck out of Han Solo. Like, that was fun, right? But it bombed. It tanked so bad. And yes, so that tanked so bad.
Random. I bought Drew a Chewbacca onesie.
Look at that, even better. You sit there and you go, how did that tank so bad, right? Hang on. Oh my God. Well, you look at like Rogue One. That didn't tank. Even though they changed directors and shit, and there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes, didn't tank. Rogue One was a fucking good movie, a damn good movie. Right? But Solo, the second non-Skywalker saga movie, bombs. Why? Was it because of the movie or was it because of the previous movie? Because if you think about it, there was no other movie after Solo that was outside of the Skywalker saga. So here we are now. We've got several Disney Plus Star Wars TV series, live action. I'm going to only do live action. I'm not going to talk about the animated stuff. Only live action. We got several of them in the books. Mandalorian season 1 and 2. I have not watched season 3, so I cannot speak on it. Season 1 and 2. The greatest thing that ever happened was Christmas Day during season 2. Luke Skywalker. That's all the OG fans want. That's it. That's all we want, is to see that and get that nostalgic feeling from when we was younger. Now, and I get it. A lot of the younger Star Wars fans is like, yeah, well, I wasn't around for that. I don't give a fuck about that. That's fine. But we were. And a fucking 30-year jump doesn't work. I was always a proponent of, do not have the original cast in the new Star Wars movies. Make this shit a future movie. They're all gone. They're all gone. I'll be fine with that. But no, they didn't do that. We gotta bridge the gap. They didn't bridge the gap. Okay? The fucking gap is so fucking wide, the Tumblr can't even jump over that. Batman reference.
What bridge? They've been stumbling over that fucking bridge in the gap this whole fucking time.
Exactly. So now we play fucking ping pong with the TV shows, right? It goes back and forth. You got the Mando, and I'm like, all right, Mando's dope. Then you got the Book of Boba Fett, and it should be dope. But it's not. It's not good. It's actually bad. And you're like, what the fuck? And the best episodes are the one that Bryce Dallas Howard directs, right? And you're like, that's a good episode. That's good because Mando's in it, right? You get Baby Yoda, and then they call him Grogu, and you're like, that's a stupid name, Grogu. Then it grows on you. Grogu grows on you. Baby Yoda's now Grogu, and you're with it. You're fine. You're all right. All right, cool. I'm all right with it. Back and forth. I really liked the Ahsoka show. I did. But I also get mad because I understand people's fucking frustrations. All of a sudden, they start nerfing lightsabers. No, what? A lightsaber through any part of your body should be automatic death unless you're getting a fucking arm cut off. Because it's going to liquefy shit. Oh, they say, well, no, it cauterizes everything. Okay, but still in the stomach, in the chest, I'm just saying, but, whatever. But I liked it. I did. Grand Admiral Thrawn, I wanted to see it. They're continuing the fucking fantastic Star Wars Rebels story and Ahsoka story in general from Clone Wars, which was great. We get to see him back. All that shit works. I hated Obi-Wan. Fucking hated Obi-Wan. Fucking hated Obi-Wan. That show's the fucking worst Star Wars show up until The Acolyte, but I can't speak much of that either because I didn't watch The Acolyte. I refuse to. I won't watch it. After not because of what the show is, because of everything that happened afterwards or during when it was coming out. I was like, wait, what the fuck? It's Star Wars. Why? What is going on? The changing narrative, the changing continuity. This shit is the fucking Clone Wars all over again. But I'm talking about the DC shit we just talked about. Get that shit the fuck out of here. No.
Ow.
Right? But and I said this shit in our year-end stream. Getting those the actors and shit, right? The people in the show coming out and attacking the fans because the fans don't like it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the fandom are saints because God knows they are not.
No, they are not.
They are known as the fandom menace for a reason.
Exactly. And
Well, I would argue that was... Never mind.
I get mad because I'm not one of those people who want to attack the shows or the movies because of an actor. I'm going to attack it because of the story. That's me. And that's where this fucking this conflict comes into play, because I get grouped into a bunch of people that I have no affiliation with, because they're attacking you for one thing. I'm attacking you for the integrity of fucking Star Wars, of the story, of what was already set the fuck up. You can't not destroy what was set up already. That pisses me off. Okay. So the Acolyte happens and they disrupt continuity. They do. They just do. And it doesn't make sense. And we're all supposed to sit there like good girls and boys and accept it. No, I can't do that. I can't. But, and this is the whole fucking point of my little tangent rant right here. What bothers me is what pays the price is the next thing down the pipe. And Skeleton Crew, when I saw the trailer for Skeleton Crew, I'm on this live stream. You could go back and search for it. I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's like Goonies in space. I get it, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to see kids Star Wars. I just don't know. And then I'm watching and I'm like, oh, this is actually a friend of mine at work, a coworker, cynical motherfucker, was like, dude, watch it. It's really good Star Wars without it being Star Wars. And I'm like, okay, that makes no sense, but I got to check it out now. But it was right. It's really good Star Wars without it being Star Wars in the terms and the way we know Star Wars, right? And I'm all aboard for it. I got to watch the last 2 episodes. And I even asked, I said, does it end on a high note? And everybody was saying the way it ended, it stayed. They never deviated from what they set out to do. So if it started off trying to be, Star Wars, like legit, feels like Star Wars, it ended there. I can't wait to watch the last 2 episodes. But nobody fucking watched Skeleton Crew. And I sit here and I ask myself, well, if everybody was hating on the Acolyte, but the Acolyte has more views than the Skeleton Crew, and the Skeleton Crew was getting props from Star Wars fans, then is this the Last Jedi effect? And the only thing I can think of, the only answer is a resounding yes. This is the Last Jedi effect. So, that being said, I went off on a bit. Is Gam, is this Star Wars?
The end of Star Wars. Bro, let me tell you something, okay? You went off on a little tangent. Here's my tangent, all right?
That's on a soapbox and said, my name is Samuel Seabury.
Here's my take, all right, on this whole Disney Star Wars situation. Disney buys Star Wars. I'm cautiously optimistic, Maybe this on-brand always mega corporation can give me a better Star Wars movie than the prequels, because I still don't really like the prequels outside of maybe the occasional enjoyment, ironically, for the Revenge of the Sith. So, I was cautiously optimistic. Then they announced that the extended universe is no longer canon. They're just throwing it all away. The only thing that was canon was the prequels and the fucking original trilogy. Oh no, Disney, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking what was the fucking first of this goddamn Disney trilogy?
The Rise of The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens comes out. It's literally just A New Hope, but with a couple of new characters. It's okay. I'll see where it happens. The Last Jedi comes out. Oh fuck. All right, this is what we're doing with Star Wars now. Okay. And I watched both I own The Force Awakens. I watched The Last Jedi once and same as the Skywalker once in theaters and then never again. I've never even played the Lego versions of them.
The Lego version.
I fell off Disney Star Wars the moment The Last Jedi came out. It's absolutely The Last Jedi effect. What the fuck are we doing, Disney? Stop. Do we need to bring in Lucas for it to feel like Star Wars again? Or like what do we need here? I don't want to have to subscribe to Disney Plus. I want to go to the movies and enjoy a fucking Star Wars movie. And we haven't had that in a hot minute because the Rise of Skywalker sucked. Sure,
That's
the
good.
Mandalorian is cool. Baby Yoda, big old fucking phenomenon. All the merch, cool. I want a Star Wars movie, and I don't think we're gonna get one, boys.
Damn. Cruz, do you have something to chime in before I go to someone else?
I don't watch Star Wars,
Fair enough.
but here's the thing I've noticed a lot about the Star Wars fandom. And I'm not saying their complaints aren't justified. But what I do hear is a lot of complaining. And I don't hear that on the Star Trek side. Yeah. I mean, you got a successful trilogy out of J.J. Abrams, so... Exactly.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. You might wanna watch a couple of YouTube vids.
Yeah, I'll tell you firsthand.
It's scary, man. It's almost look.
But like the Star Wars fandom is also almost known for complaining since Disney bought the franchise. Which I'm not saying their complaints are not justified. It's why I don't watch Star Wars.
Why would you delete the extended universe? Please, Disney, why?
Because I genuinely hear from fans of the series that it's shit and that I shouldn't watch it and that I should only watch the first 3 movies that came out because that's where it was at. So why would I get into it, you know? And the first 3 movies, personally, I thought were...
You haven't even watched them.
Predictable. And I've just pissed off the entire chat.
Yep.
And then, so on that note,
listen, he's a Trekkie. It's fine. I'm the only one here. Hi, how you doing? I come in peace.
The
man with a name. Disney
You know what?
Star
I can
Wars.
see Spider-Man being into Star Wars too.
Disney Star Wars left me burnt out on the franchise once I saw Snoke get poked and killed off. Aside from the Jedi Survivor duology games, I can't care for Star Wars Disney.
No, I agree with that. No, the Jedi Survivor duology, that's actually based. I love those games.
Love you, Spider-Man.
But that's it.
Spider-Man, you're Peter Steele dressed up as Spider-Man. We address this. You're so
Especially since because they're technically Metroidvania games, which is nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Rob, takes.
Yeah. You want to hear my take about it? Okay.
Fuck.
Let me adjust my chair.
Uh-oh.
Let me sip my beer real quick.
Just a sip.
Almost done. I'm going to be real with you right now. I think all y'all a bunch of fucking babies.
Oh!
Lay it on me, Daddy.
I know you want me to, but no. I'm just joking. From the outside looking in, I grew up with episodes 4, 5, and 6. That, to me, at a very young age, was sci-fi. That was adventure. That was everything under the sun. I got everything I could possibly need from that. I was part of the generation that grew up with the prequel trilogy in the theaters.
Yep, same.
I loved episode 1 from the time that I was a kid, even to today. I recognize that it does a lot of things not good. I do. Episode 2, I think that's a steaming pile of fucking shit with not much to reward it.
Yes,
That's just me.
No, I agree with that one.
Episode 3
sucks.
Episode 3 is beautiful. I love episode 3. It's tragic. It's fucking Shakespearean. I love it. Force Awakens was a fun little J.J. Abrams sidestepped. It's like, yeah, all right, we're going to do this thing. It's basically New Hope again. We got Rey, we got this, we got that. I'm kind of in the same route as everybody else here with The Last Jedi, because one of my closest friends that I used to actually run my YouTube channel with before I was Shinrob Jira is a massive fuck off Star Wars fan. And I have seen this man upset twice in my life. First time I can't mention because it's extremely embarrassing. But the second time was walking out of the movie theater on opening day after we spent $35 on Dolby IMAX tickets to go see this movie. This man looked me deep into my eyes in the most passionate way possible, and he said, Rob, that was the worst fucking pile of shit I've ever fucking seen, and a total character assassination of Luke Skywalker. And I'm like, maybe it'll get better. It didn't.
It didn't.
But this is where the twist comes. This is where I'm going to give you the Shyamalan. This is where I'm going to give you the M. Night. I like The Acolyte. I enjoy The Acolyte. I like and I enjoy Skeleton Crew. While I do agree massively that since Disney took over the reins, there's been a clear identity crisis with Star Wars. It feels like they're running around in the dark, not knowing what to really do. They don't know whether to pay homage. They don't know whether to do their own thing. It's a mixed bag, because where it hits, it hits. Where it misses, it's troglodyte levels of cave dwelling bullshit.
Mhm.
Some of this shit that they've put out under the Star Wars name is comparable to that of an Amy Schumer comedy special. It's not good.
No.
It's bad.
It's bad.
I'm sorry, that was a very ugly laugh. I just had to let that out. That was a good one.
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I will say this. Ultimately, you can't tell an entire fandom that they're wrong. You can't tell an entire fandom that not liking something that you put a lot of passion and all this into is shitty. Because at the end of the day, art and everything under it is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see where people are coming from with The Acolyte? Absolutely. I get it. I still enjoyed it. Do I see where people are coming from with Rise of the Skywalker and fucking The Last Jedi? Oh, yeah. I get it. Because that was a dick in the fucking garbage disposal and then a Band-Aid on top of that wound. There ain't no doctor's visit.
Yeah,
So-
no, it was just a Band-Aid on a
Yeah.
shredded cock.
Two butterfly band-aids specifically.
Yeah. The least helpful Band-Aid on a gaping wound.
Yes.
So where I'm at right now is, unfortunately, I don't care. I don't care if the fandom says it's good. I don't care if the fandom says it's bad. I don't care if motherfuckers be saying this shit is fucking whatever the fuck people are
Wokey
cooking up.
McWokerson.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. I don't care. I sit down and I watch it to the best of my ability to completion.
That is my official title. Thank you.
And I do it because from the time that I was a boy, I've loved Star Wars. And looking from this very fence-sitting area, I should say, it's like I see both sides. I really do. Do I think Star Wars is going anywhere anytime soon? No, not really.
No.
I really don't think Star Wars is the cockroach of Hollywood. It's never going to go away forever. Never. And while, again, I do understand where people are coming from, I do understand why people are upset, I do feel there's a lot of too much of both negativity and positivity. So I'm going to end my bit off with, is Star Wars doomed? Probably not. That shit prints money like Pokemon does. And if you've seen the last Pokemon game, you know the lows people are willing to pay for.
Yep.
But in regards to Skeleton Crew, simply not just chalking up to anything, is it the Last Jedi effect? Probably. Probably. I know a lot of people did not like the Acolyte. And I know they have their fucking reasons, because I know there's people out there that have that EU shit fucking memorized. Tattooed even. In the crack of their asses.
Hey,
Hey, listen, man, there was one guy that got the whole story, episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, tattooed on his body, and the final scene was between his butt cheeks.
I will never, ever forgive Mickey Mouse for making The Force Unleashed not canon anymore.
Yeah, that's some fucking bullshit.
that is some fucking bullshit, because that would have been straight up dope canon where we needed it to be. Wait a minute. Oh,
Look who's flying in.
hang on.
You never fucked the bat?
Yeah. Monsterverse Rodan comes in. I don't care for the franchise anymore. Disney killed any interest my dad and I bonded with over the series and turned into slop. Yeah.
Agreed, Monsterverse Rodan. I can't even argue that. JR, I don't think we've got your take yet, so I will ask, what is your take?
The Force Awakens came out December 2015.
That's true. I remember. I'll never forget that day. I went
Yep, never forget that day.
with a bunch of
D1,
friends.
what's this year? It's 2025.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my take on this, but like a wrestling promo genius that I am, I'm going to save the full 10-year rundown for December. I'm going to save it. The 10-year Disney Star Wars retrospective in December. I'm just saying. It's been 10 years. We could do
That's
a
so
whole
true.
retrospective, man.
That's so true, though.
I'm going to save my entire spiel about my true feelings for every individual, and I will watch all of it this year in preparation for that. But what I will say is a quick take.
I'm gonna throw up.
It's gonna be great, bro. It's gonna, that's good. That's fun.
You are not going to make me
listen, I'll tell you right
rewatch The Last Jedi.
I tell you right now. 2024 was such a shit show that I
I'm
thought
concerned if y'all watch it,
2025
you better do it while I'm at work.
Yeah, 2025 was going to be so much better. But now that JR just unleashed this
Yeah,
legitimate fucking thing,
we're gonna have to rewatch 10 years worth of bad Star Wars.
Oh, dude, no, please.
But
I'll do
I
it.
will say,
this is bad comedy.
I will say, and it is fact at this point, and it's not gonna change from now until December, which I hope to God we do that retrospective. That sounds like so much fun. Man, I'm gonna say it. Star Wars is doomed. Star Wars is failing. But I don't think the Skeleton Crew is the final nail in the coffin. Look, Star Wars fans have been fed trash. And they have been very vocal about it. G1, me, Rob, I know you like some of the things we hate.
I do.
Bro, I know.
Oh, but I'm in full agreement over Disney Star Wars, though.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, I don't think it's done. Because we are the old school fans of Star Wars. And we're the ones that sit here and say, we don't want this. This isn't for us. I can't say the past 10 years of Disney Star Wars has been all bad. There are good movies in there. I genuinely, still to this day, fucking love The Force Awakens. I get it's a rehash, but bro,
I do need to
that
get
is
me
a
a copy.
damn
of-
good fucking rehash.
Yeah, it's a good movie. That's why it's the only Disney Star Wars movie I own. But I do need to get my hands on Rogue One, because that's the only other Disney Star Wars movie that I really enjoyed.
The Force Awakens, one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars franchise is Kylo Ren, and through that trilogy, Kylo Ren never disappointed, carried the franchise on his back so much that the wifey for my birthday got me a Hot Toys $270 Kylo Ren figure from The Rise of Skywalker, and I fucking, dude, that lightsaber glows up. It glows up. It glows up. Dude, no,
that's so dope.
Sick. It is a sick. It's not even a figure. To me, it's a collector's item that I have nowhere to put, because
that's a statue right there.
I can't wait to put my unborn kids on that.
Dude, it's gorgeous. You're gonna see it. It's in my home theater. One of the two home theaters at this point, because I built the second one because I got bored. I digress. That's number 497.2.
That's 3.
Well, I like my number more. But I mean, it's just this Star Wars. I don't want to sound like that guy. You all know I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, shut up. I'm gonna say it. Kathleen Kennedy, in charge of Star Wars. What was that line in Borat? I'm just gonna say that. Every line in Borat is true when it comes to Kathleen Kennedy in charge of Star Wars. It's a fucking joke. She is placating to an audience that's not us. The backbone of the Star Wars community, we have and have been and still are being alienated. I haven't watched The Skeleton Crew. I haven't. And G1, you're saying it's good Star Wars. I believe you. I truly believe you. But like I said on my stream last night.
Hey, it's fun Star Wars.
Yeah.
Good Star Wars is Mandalorian season 1 and 2.
Yeah, but like I said on my stream last night, I've been holding to it, well, until I realize that it's been 10 years, and I'm gonna have to watch all this shit, that I'm done with Star Wars, and I have held true to that. I never watched season 2 of The Mandalorian. I didn't watch season 3. I didn't watch the Obi-Wan show. I didn't watch
season 1, bro.
I didn't watch fucking Andor. I didn't watch Ahsoka. I didn't finish the Clone Wars. I didn't finish Rebels. I checked out of Star Wars, especially when The Acolyte came out. Because I was like, you put Darth Plagueis in a cave and made him look like a homeless dude begging for change.
Time out.
What?
Time out, real quick.
Yeah.
Time out. Did anybody else notice his inflection there? Sounded like the Riddler from the Batman.
That is true. That is true.
That's so true.
That's not bad. Listen, maybe I'm the Riddler of the Star Wars community. I'm not. That's terrible. I don't
Does he
wish that
know?
on anyone.
Almost died.
But you know, the Riddler was played by Jim Carrey, so based.
No,
That's a different Riddler.
I'm going to ignore that, and I'm just going to I'm going to ignore it and continue, because we already talked about that. But listen, Star Wars, to us, old school, the hardcore demographic, it is dead. It is dead. Even with the Skeleton Crew bringing back some of the fans.
It died the moment they said the was dead.
It's just like a shot of heroin. That's all it is. It's like a little bit, but then you're going to have to go through this long withdrawal of shit. Because that's what seems to be all Disney and Kathleen Kennedy is able to put out is shit for a completely different demographic. And the other demographic loves it. And I can't sit here and take away from them. I can't. They're wrong in every fucking conceivable way and don't know good storytelling if it slapped them in the face with a Joker fish. But they don't know. But that's okay. They're enjoying it. Me, I'll stick with the good. I'll stick remembering and loving the good Star Wars, because just like other franchises, Star Trek, Doctor Who, you gave me what I loved. You gave me Next Gen. I don't watch Doctor Who, but it is on the docket. I'm not bullshitting. That's on the docket because
I
next
mean,
year.
it is free on Tubi.
Yeah, it's like these franchises gave me what I wanted. They did. Like the good Marvel years with the cinematic universe and the handful of Snyderverse films. You gave me what I wanted. A lot of it was crap. And now I'm just looking forward to what comes next with reboots. And I'm moving on from the shit. I'm moving on from the garbage. And that is okay. It is. Disney, you did a handful of good Star Wars. I cannot knock you on that. But this is where you ended up. And it does not seem like you gave a flying fuck about us along the way.
Hang on.
Oh no.
Oh,
You're gonna highlight it, aren't you?
Monsterverse
saw it.
Rodan.
dude. Oh, no, wrong. That's not Spider-Man.
Do it.
I'm
Dale,
gonna
you're not
ignore
gonna read
this. I'm not going to acknowledge that this section of what's going
Are
on.
you gonna read it or am I gonna read
I'm
it?
gonna read it.
I'm gonna read
Monsterverse
the meme.
Rodan comes in,
No.
the Giga Chad that he is, and says Star Wars is as doomed as the Monsterverse after that awful financial success GXK Godzilla X Kong, but I digress.
Monsterverse Rodan, you get a point on the digress counter. That means you're gonna have to show up next week.
You have to. You got to show up next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait
you're
a minute.
contractually obligated.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Oh,
gonna ignore it.
Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-ba-da-dum.
Spider-Man comes in with all of his no longer Ben Reilly. He's upgraded to Peter Parker tonight. Perhaps I treated Monsterverse Rodan too harshly.
You know what I say to that? Speaking. Oh, I hear you.
I love it.
I love the Heisei era.
Oh,
I swear to God.
Hey, say era, best era.
What?
Am I right, boys?
swear to God. Swear to
Over
God.
my
That
dead
is a
body.
discussion
You
for
can't-
another time.
We
I am-
had that discussion a few years
I
ago.
know. Love me some Batra, Spider-Man says. All right, he's Ben Reilly again. You're
He's
downgraded.
not even getting. He's not even. I got to do it.
Gotta do it.
Love
Love me some Batra.
It's a shame Toho didn't.
Spider-Man only because I love you. I can't help it. You know what? Spider-Man is that. Spider-Man is the G show. That's what I love, man. That is what I love. But JR, everything you said is true. I agree. Everything Rob said is true. I agree. Everything Gam and Crew said is true. I agree. My beef with Star Wars it's always been about the storytelling. This goes back before Disney bought it. Lucas fucked shit up with the midichlorians.
Yeah, the prequels suck, except for the third one.
What the fuck is that? So at the same time, I'm not gonna shit all over Disney because Lucas brought in the midichlorians, and I was like, where are we going with that? So I guess what I'm trying to ask is the question I asked in everything. What's to blame for Star Wars failing? Or
Kathleen Kennedy.
is it Kathleen Kennedy? Is it George Lucas? Or, and this one is going to hurt, is it us?
Oh, it's 100% you.
Oh, of course.
Damn.
Look, even Spider-Man said it too.
Wait. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-ba.
Spider-Man comes in and says, Kathleen Kennedy.
He's the best when he spins his web. But I'm going
Shooting ropes. Like an insect. I couldn't rhyme anything after that. I'm sorry.
Dracula Flow, you are not.
Yeah, but he does shoot ropes.
It could
I'm
have been
not a rapper, so stop rapping at me.
Listen, it's the fans. It is us because we expect so much. And don't get me wrong, Disney Star Wars has fucked shit up
Yeah.
where we have every right to be mad. But playing devil's advocate, we got to point the flaws out with George, the greatest motherfucker, because he created Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
But the midichlorians is a bad idea, George. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Episode 2 is a bad idea, George. But what are we doing here? Speaking of here, I hear.
Oh,
Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says, I'm to blame for having standards.
10 out of 10.
God damn.
Thank you, Monsterverse.
You fucking derailed it just now. Holy shit.
But I digress. Oh,
Who said that?
that was me.
Gem's got one.
It was I.
God,
I am Spartacus.
All right. So I guess Rob wins this round. You win this round.
I've
At
got
the
a
end-
couple more rounds that I can win.
Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, look, at the end of the day, I will blame the fans, playing devil's advocate, even though Disney Star Wars has really fucking irked the jerk. George Lucas done fucked us up. We were like, what are you doing, George? What's going on? But Revenge of the Sith kind of redeemed everything. Let's not fucking play games.
And the Clone Wars TV shows.
Oh God, in the Clone Wars and Dave Filoni just taking Star Wars and running with it and making it his and making it not his, ours. Making Star Wars ours. Like just saying, yo, listen, I get it. His weekly half-hour show. This is for you. Oh God. But at the end of the day, you know, we do expect a lot from Star Wars, and it's hard, especially as JR was spewing shit about being old school fans and shit, and I'm over here like, none of y'all seen the original trilogy movies in the theaters except for me, outside of the special editions. If yous are even born.
I mean, I watched the despecialized editions from a torrent.
Yeah,
I'm talking about in theater. You know what I'm saying?
Not in the theater,
Well,
no.
that's true.
I was there.
We will never watch the original versions in the theater. If they ever put if they ever put the original trilogy in theaters again, it's going to be the specialized editions.
But
With stupid CGI.
What I'm saying is, you talking OG, and I'm like, bro, hello, I'm old. G1 here. I've been around. All right, I wasn't around for the first one, but I was around for the second and third one. I was there. I was there in theater. You know, but I digress. That's two. It's just rough. It's rough for me because honestly, look, I love Godzilla. I fucking love Godzilla. I love it. Godzilla's the best. Tattoo, everything. But Star Wars was the first thing I remembering, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was Star Wars. It was like, oh my God. It was like something about that had my little tiny baby brain fucking transfixed. And here we are, 45 years later in my world, right? Saying what went wrong. And it's hard because there is a lot of blame to go around. There literally is a lot of blame to go around. And it is what it is. I hope that Star Wars can rebound. I hope that Disney understands the mistakes and says, all right, you know what? If we need to make this thing the money maker it should be, we're going to have to go back to basics and not retcon nothing. Just fucking give us pure Star Wars. And unfortunately, Skeleton Crew in essence, was pure Star Wars. It just suffered from the Last Jedi effect. And that is fucking unfortunate. Woo! I think that's it. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 3 yays, no nays. I want to thank everybody out there today for hanging out with us. I want to thank you, Spider-Man, for always swinging in. You're the best. And while I say that, I'm going to da-da-da, da-da-da. Spider-Man, I love you. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to thank Monsterverse Rodan, who I'm pretty sure is one of you motherfuckers. But who knows? Who fucking knows? The fact of the matter is, Monsterverse Rodan is the fucking coolest fucking thing ever. And hang on. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Spider-Man chimes in. Love you, lads.
Let's go. Love you too, homie.
Love you, Spider-Man, for real.
And then he sits here and sings about his girlfriend's girlfriend.
And then
Monsterverse Rodan comes in, says this was fun, as he face plants into King Ghidra in the middle of a storm while the Argo tries to avoid that.
just wonderful. And everybody out there in G-Show land, I want to thank you, Gams. Thank you for joining us.
Of course, I hope to be in more of these. This format, this one, G-Show the future, baby.
Absolutely. Cruz, thank you for joining us when you did.
Thank you for letting me hop in a surprise visit.
All the time, all the time. Rob, thank you for joining us.
I hate all of you.
He hates Star Wars. JR, thank you for joining us.
No, this was fun, man. This was fun. Listen, next weekend, if you pop into my live stream again, I ain't going to be mad. I'm just saying, that was fun.
Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But, ladies and gentlemen, you see what I did there? I put the big picture of me on. That'll do it for this episode of the G Show podcast. I am happy everybody joined, and I am G1. We's out of here. A peace.